Tonight we are going to make pork spare ribs with, it's going to be a braise. It's going to have an apple cider and stock and a little onion and garlic aromatics. To go with that, I'm going to make some apple ginger rice pilaf. Alright, the braise is going to take a while, probably about 2 hours to 3 hours, give or take. So we're going to get that going right away. Okay, to start off, I'm going to sear off the meat. I've seasoned it with salt and a little bit of chipotle powder. I'm hitting it in a nice hot pan. Just want to get some caramelization on the outside of it. Leave some space between each piece because you want to make sure the air can get in there. Too much and all it does is sweat. And this will go for a couple minutes just to get a nice dark sear on it. And from there, it's going to go into the... Then I'm going to cook off the onions and garlic, and I'm going to deglaze the pan with the apple cider. Okay, the meat's seared off. Got a nice little crust going on it. So now we're going to add the onions in with the garlic. Let these cook down a little bit. We want them to get translucent. You know, basically the normal things we're going to always do with a lot of this stuff. Want them to get a little bit caramelized, so we're going to add a little bit of color to them. From there, we will deglaze with the cider. And then we're going to add everything together into here. Okay, the onions have cooked down pretty good. Starting to get some color. We're going to add in this and deglaze just a brief minute. We're going to let this cook just a touch to thicken up a little bit. Get nice and warm. So we'll let this, we're going to actually let this come up to a boil and cook for a couple minutes after it comes to a boil, just to thicken a little bit before we, and to concentrate the flavors before we add in the stock that's going with this. The cider is reduced to about half, so we're going to check it. It's pretty good, so we're going to be ready to go right now. Set it right in. That's ready. So now we're going to add some stock. We want to get to at least 3/4 of the way up the pieces of meat, or to cover, we're going to go just a little bit, basically right at the top, just like that. Now, the best way to do this would be with parchment paper instead of plastic wrap, but I don't have any parchment paper, so we're going to use seal wrap. And then tin foil. We're going to do a trick. We're going to trick it a little bit. Now the reason why you want to use parchment paper is because you want the sauce to reduce a little bit, or the broth to reduce a little bit. Well, because we don't have that, we're going to just give it a little bit of a crack right here, just enough to let some steam escape, so it has a chance to reduce while it's in the oven. Alright, now this is ready to go in the oven. It's going to cook at about 250 for anywhere between 2 to 3 hours. So we're going to check it in just a little bit just to see where it is, and then go from there. Okay, now we're on the rice. So we've got our pan pretty hot already. A little bit of oil. Ginger and garlic going in. You want to be real quick because we don't want this to burn. So don't let it sit too long. Just want to get it moving. Now we go in with the rice and the apples. So yeah, like I said, it's really fast for the ginger and garlic, so we don't want it to burn. Give a little salt to this. As always, when I talk about cooking rice, we're going to heat it up, cook it a little bit to get to about a mother of pearl look about it. You don't have to. It's not necessary. You can cook rice without doing that, but it does bring out the flavor better. We're back. When you weren't looking, got a little tricky. Made some green beans to go with all this. So, show you what it looks like. Nice peel off. Pork. There you go.